Hey y'all, want to cook something healthy? That's what we're going to cook today. I have two different dishes I'm going to cook with you. The first one is my risotto cauliflower shrimp medley, I guess we could call it. I'm going to use this package of rice cauliflower that Green Giant puts out. And to start off with, let me chop this down a little bit. To start off with, I had a little bit of olive oil in my pan, and I chopped up some onion, and I chopped up some fresh jalapeno. Always has it in a bag. And I've already sauteed that in some olive oil. Keep in mind your olive oil needs to be cold pressed, glass bottle, one source. Okay, so I just kind of sauteed that onion and jalapeno in that olive oil, and then I just dumped this straight out of the microwave. Now, I've added some chicken broth to kind of fluff up that risotto and olive oil. And I'm going to put a little bit of Creole. If you're not a spicy person, you can just use salt and pepper. That's fine. I'm going to put a little bit of my Everglades. Go get you some, y'all. Everglades seasoning. I ordered it off of Amazon, but I've heard it might be in the stores now. All right, and then, y'all, this is a must. Melting Pot's garlic wine. Oh, it's so good, y'all. Okay, we're just kind of seasoning up this. I'm not a fan of cauliflower rice, so y'all, I'm not. Okay, but we're going to make it the best we can here. All right, I'm going to add shrimp to mine, but my shrimp I got last night at Food City, it's the Louisiana Cajun boil. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of frozen broccoli into this dish. We're going to make it kind of like a stir fry. I make things and I don't know what they're called. Y'all help me name it. What do you think I should name it? Okay. All right, so I'm going to let this broccoli cook. I'm going to put a lid on it. Let me grab my lid. Okay, y'all, I'm just going to put a lid on it for the moment, and I'm going to move it over to a different burner and let it just kind of simmer with that broccoli. And then we're just going to throw that shrimp in there with it, and there, your dish is going to be pretty much done. All right, so we're going to move. Okay, now this is going to be, I call this my vegetable soup, but its main ingredient is, well, I just drew a blank. Squash, zucchini squash. All right, so we're gonna throw in some onion. This is about a whole large onion. We're gonna throw that in. I'm gonna cut up a jalapeno for this one too. Y'all like my glasses? Booglam.com. Y'all go get you some. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. I feel like they might be a little bit big for my face, so I'm gonna try to reorder me another pair. They're super cheap, y'all. Super cheap. They have flash sales. Flash sales, sometimes you get your frames for nothing. They're free. And then you just have to order your lens. And your lens are super cheap. Sometimes they're like $12. Okay, so I'm just cutting up this jalapeno. And tilt that down a little bit so you can see it. Okay. I'm learning, y'all. I love sharing what I cook with you, though. It's fun. It's exciting. Keeps me on my toes. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of stir up this onion and jalapeno. And the next thing I'm going to cook, or cut, not cook, I'm going to cut up some celery. And I have a little bit here. See if it's any good. It's not. Let's get rid of that. I was gone for about 4 or 5 days, and you know how it is when you get home, everything's a little bit on the rugged side in the fridge. Alright, so I'm cutting up some celery. I'm cutting up, leaf and on. I already washed this and put it back in the fridge yesterday. But I used part of it yesterday. And I'm going to say this is going to probably be equivalent to about 2 cups of celery. I like celery. Celery is so good for you. Okay, maybe 1.5 cups celery. There's no right or wrong. So far I have onion, jalapeno, and celery. Now, in this dish, the soup, I'm going to use Hyde's Farm ground sausage, y'all. If you have not discovered Hyde's Farm in between Greenback and Vonore, I think it's kind of like right on the line. His ground sausage is amazing. All his meat's great. It's very healthy meat. When I say healthy, it's very healthy raised animals. And he makes a ground sausage. I get the hot, but he has regular, mild, and hot. So you can make your choice on what you want. Okay. And I'm going to use about, probably all of this, y'all. I'm going to put it all in there. I'm going to cook with that celery and onion and pepper. Okay. My broccoli's looking good over here. I love my wooden spoons, y'all. Do y'all use wooden spoons? Hey, the broccoli's looking good, y'all. Okay, I'm going to add just a little more chicken broth to my broccoli cauliflower mix. And I'm going to put just a little bit of cream cheese in there. I'm going to use, you know how on your cream cheese it has, well this one doesn't, yeah it does. It has the tablespoon markings right here. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon and kind of see how that does in my mix over here. Not in my soup. I'm putting that in my risotto. I put that in my risotto shrimp mix over here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on that and let that cream cheese just kind of melt down in there. Back to our soup. I'm going to brown this sausage. And it's time to throw in some seasonings. I'm going to throw in some of my garlic wine from Melting Pot. Y'all, I got to make an order today. I'm going to throw in some of the Everglades season. I think I'm just going to take the lid off and dump what's left. Time to order some more of that too. I'm going to throw in a little bit of garlic. And y'all, I forgot to put garlic in my risotto shrimp. So I'm going to do that as well. About a good teaspoon. Let's do 2 teaspoons in the soup. And we're going to do 1 healthy teaspoon. It's probably more like 2 teaspoons in the shrimp risotto. Risotto shrimp. I'm calling it something different every time, aren't I? Y'all can help me figure out a name for it. Okay. Alright. So we're going to let this soup keep cooking, and while it's cooking, I'm going to be throwing in, I just keep adding to this soup as I go. I'm going to add in going to add in some carrots. I put a lot of carrots in mine, y'all. Carrots are good for us. And remember, we're going to add zucchini. Zucchini's going to be the big daddy that's in here. But we're going to peel these carrots down. Y'all need to peel your carrots. That outside skin, there is no telling. Sometimes ours looks rough. You know, you can use your peeler for like a little, make little salad pieces for your salad. I'm just cutting both ends off the carrots and then peeling them. And I'm probably going to put about 4 carrots in this. Y'all, when we get through, we're going to have 2 healthy meals. And I'll put the recipe in the comments as well so that you can kind of know what all ingredients you need to have if you want to cook any of this. This is gluten-free. It also follows, pretty sure it follows keto. And pretty sure it follows like a Mediterranean paleo diet. Okay, that's 2 carrots. This is a ginormous carrot, so we'll probably just do this one, and that will be enough. This one's so big. Huge carrot, y'all. Okay. Alright, I'm going to cut that big end off. I'm going to rinse these off. When y'all buy your vegetables, do y'all soak them in any kind of a cleaner? I don't, but I am considering doing so because, man, some of the stuff I've been getting is looking rough. Always have you a garbage bowl. I have a garbage pot sitting over here in the corner where I'm just dumping all my scraps. I'm going to start me a compost pile here in a little while. I had a nice one and a windstorm came through and blew it down and literally destroyed it. Like, the stuff was everywhere. Nice fertilized ground in that area. You could probably grow a good garden right there. Okay. Y'all take a look at what this looks like. I don't like big chunks. I don't too much care for big chunks, so I'm kind of breaking it down with my spoon. Alright, y'all, let's check this rice cauliflower over here. Risotto shrimp. Oh, that cream cheese is going to make such a nice addition to this. Y'all, I'm sorry. Rice cauliflower needs help. It needs help. Alright, I'm going to start cutting up these carrots in here. Remember, these are pretty good sized carrots, and one of them is ginormous. It's noisy, isn't it? That's why I'm not talking right now, because I know you can't hear good when I'm chopping. But I'm about through. Carrots. They're the noisiest. This dude. This big one is tough. All right. Throwing all that in there. Stir that up. I'm going to turn my risotto down. And while my carrots are kind of cooking down, I'm going to take my shrimp. I'm going to peel it. It just has the tails on it, thankfully. And I'm just throwing it in there. And it's full of Cajun seasoning. So that's going to come off in that risotto mix. And it's going to be amazing. Now, I have some leftover rice too. So if when I go to eat this, if it is like too cauliflower-y, I may throw some rice in there with that risotto and cauliflower. Because y'all, I'm telling you, cauliflower rice is a struggle. Or rice to cauliflower, however you say it. I think I've called it by everything in the book while I'm talking to you. Y'all, it's looking so good over here. All right. Y'all like shrimp? I love it. I love me some shrimp. Y'all, this is looking pretty. Come over here and look at this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? If you like shrimp, you need to come have a bowl with me. I'll share with you. I got some students that love shrimp. Okay, that's pretty much done. I'm just gonna let that shrimp, the seasons on that shrimp soak in. And I'm gonna start cutting up my zucchini, and then I'm gonna show you what I do for the broth in this soup. Let me get all this out of the way. Getting up close to you, aren't I? Okay. All right. Put the rest of that shrimp over to the side. I'll be snacking on it at some point. These carrots are cooking up nicely. And now I'm going to cut up, I've got 2 3-packs. 2 3-packs. So that's 6 zucchini that I'm going to be putting in here. I do not peel my zucchini if it looks healthy. This is so far looking pretty healthy. It's got one little area that I'm going to cut off. You just have to wash it good. I'm going to cut the ends off. I'm going to wash it. Let me go be around here. I'm sorry. This is a hot mess today. Alright. A hot mess every time I come on here, aren't I? Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all, I did not rinse this off. That's okay. We'll put it in a colander and we'll rinse it real good before we put it in the soup. I get to going. Look at this nice expandable colander that I have. It might be a drainer as well. I use it as a colander. I can just throw all my stuff in it. And we'll just rinse after after we cut. You just want to make sure you wash it off good. And it is a lot of zucchini. That's why I say this is more zucchini than really anything else. It's more like a zucchini soup. Is y'all's weather cold right now? Today is very cold. Yesterday felt like a summer, spring day. That's this Tennessee weather. We're right underneath and below both the jet streams that come through. We just missed all the major stuff. Now the mountains in Gatlinburg, they get a good heavy dose. But it kind of goes right over the valley. All the snow and all that. We do get some, and we get it, we get it. All right, y'all. It's looking good. It's gonna be so good. This is looking good over here. The shrimp is looking amazing. I've ordered a microphone that'll help drown out the background noise. But of course I don't have it today. So I'm trying not to talk a whole lot because somebody said it's really hard to hear over the food cooking. I keep wanting to put it in the soup, don't I? Gotta be washed. Alright, I just have these last two. It's almost an entire thing of it. Alright, guys, we're going to throw all that zucchini in there. Let's scoot you closer over here. Now, I had a little bit of black-eyed peas left over from our New Year's dinner, and so I'm going to throw a little bit of those in there. I'm going to add a can of fire roasted tomatoes. Y'all see that good? Just fire roasted tomatoes. I normally keep V8 juice, and I'm out. I would normally put about 2 cups of V8 juice in my soup as a base, and I may add some later, so keep that in mind. I also like to use vegetable broth and a chicken broth. And I'm out of vegetable broth. That's okay, we'll just do all chicken broth. It'll be fine. I think what I will do is chop up my fire roasted tomatoes. That will give me more of the V8 juice kind of texture. Do y'all use a handheld can opener, or do you use a stand can opener? I love my KitchenAid. Okay, I'm going to throw this in here. Probably I'll have to keep that little blade in there. Just have to pull it back out. You have to pull the blade out to engage this silly thing. Y'all, I don't know how old this chopper is. It's old. My little mini chopper.
Your soups?
Yeah, I made me a little shrimp risotto. And then I'm going to make some. I'm just hungry for healthy.
Yeah.
So
you're just going to make a bunch of stuff?
Yes. So I'm making some egg roll and bowl as well.
Okay.
So.
I forgot about egg roll and bowl.
Yeah, and I had some coleslaw I need to use.
I'm going to get some stuff, but we're going to run and eat, and then I'm going to go get some stuff to make some meatballs, the chicken meatballs. Because I'm craving the chicken meatballs.
Those sound good too. Yeah, I just got hungry for not junk.
Yeah, I understand that.
And so, what do I do with that?
Downstairs, so we don't have to leave the light on. You know, Zach?
Y'all sleep good?
Better than I had all week, so that's good. I struggled. No matter where I was at.
Yeah. If y'all are leaving, you might as well leave him up here. I've been looking through that. Oh, yes, that's for all of us from Peg. I meant to say that. Well, I actually did say it later last night when y'all weren't up here, but nobody was hungry for it. But it needs to get eaten.
She was Mexican,
I think he was yesterday, but. Hey, the dude said he'd come pick the trash up tomorrow, so if y'all have any, we'll carry it in the road tonight.
When did you get? Did he come by?
Last
He
week.
talked to him last week.
I took all the trash to dump, and
And then he came by?
he backed in the driveway. It was like, we knew he's coming. I should have sent something out. Tell him I'll be next week. I'll pick up on Thursday.
He come last year.
Can you pull that garbage out so that I can add more to it?
Yeah, he just, well, he said he forgot. He was going to send an email or a text. He said,
Yeah, they text usually.
And he said he forgot to send it out.
That's alright.
Because he said he would come in the morning. We got out. He'd pick that Thursday morning.
If y'all need anything from the grocery store, just text me.
Well, I need groceries is the problem, so I'm gonna I've already got an Aldi order started,
Okay.
and I'll probably just make it and pick it up tonight. But
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we're heading out. Well, we're gonna run and eat first. So.
Alright, y'all, I added my sun-dried tomatoes, my black-eyed peas, 2 chicken broths. Alright, y'all, it's a little bit later this evening from when I was fixing my soup. I did get some V8 juice, and I found a vegetable broth in my pantry. And so I was able to add some vegetable broth and some V8 juice. I also added some dry Italian seasoning to my soup, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Look at that heavenly stuff. It turned out so good, y'all. All right, thank y'all for joining me, and I hope that you'll try these dishes. They're super healthy, they're super easy to make, and I'll put the recipe in the comment or at the top. All right, thank you.